Assalamu alaikum. I am your sister Naomi Saif. Thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Today I wanted to talk about judgments, and I wanted to remind us, don't judge. And we all need to be reminded, don't judge people. Don't judge people. Don't judge people. And we may say, well, I don't judge people. I'm not judgmental. I don't judge people. But we have to be careful, because if we're following media, the secular world, if we're following, these distractions in dunya, we are very much doing a lot of judging. We are so easy, so easy. I mean, you can't watch the news without them bringing up like a celebrity and talking about her marriage, her divorce, talking about his shoes, her weight gain. And we just get caught up in the culture. And then we're like, yeah, you know what she did? She look a little, yeah, or she shouldn't have did, and may Allah forgive us. I mean, don't judge. And more so us women, don't judge. And I'm going deeper than hijab and is she showing her neck, and I'm not even, there's this thing, and I think a lot of us have it in our families, where we want to judge each other as far as mothers, who's a good mother and who is not a good mother. And we have to be very careful. We have to be very careful with that. And I have firsthand experience with that, because I grew up with hearing judgmental things about my mother from people who really didn't even know her. These were my father's family members who know of her, but didn't really know her. And, just judgment. And then I myself experienced it with, my past of abuse and being judged, So we have to be very careful not to judge. And one thing that has helped me with that is to look at my flaws. Whenever you feel like you want to say something, even if it's true, you think it's true, right? We think it's true. Try very, very hard to find something within yourself that needs fixing. It's very easy to look at someone who is transparent and whose sins, struggle, whatever word you want to give it, is clear. It's out. But what if ours, because we all have them, what if ours was just as visible? What would people think of us, of our struggles, of our flaws, of the ugly stuff that we all have, which is why we cleanse it at least 5 times a day, inshallah? What would they think? So may Allah grant us humility. May Allah grant us love and compassion for one another. I find it so disheartening to hear when I was growing up how, people judging my mother, and then even with the women in my family, my nephews and my nieces, my brothers and things of that nature. And, us saying this person's a good person, this person not, even if someone is not in their life, only God knows, only Allah knows. Don't assume. Oh, well, he's not a good dad because he's not in his child's life. You don't know what's going on. She's not a good mom because she hasn't seen her children. Or, oh, she's an awesome mom because she's always with her children. No, I'm sorry. Only Allah knows the truth. Only Allah knows the truth. Just because you have your children and you raise your children doesn't make you a good parent. It doesn't mean that you are perfect. It doesn't mean that you're good. If anything, that means that if any mistakes that you have made is directly going to affect your children. Same thing. Don't assume that the parents who are not able to be around their kids for reasons that only Allah knows, that they're bad. Allah knows what we know not. So let's be very careful. If you have your children, say, Alhamdulillah, I have my children. If you don't have your children, say, Alhamdulillah for whatever relationship you may have with those children, even if it's not as much as you would like it. And make dua and fast and ask for help. And inshallah, Allah will increase you in that. But let's be very careful to not judge each other. To not say, I'm a better mother than that person because at least, that person is this and that person is that. Let's be very, very, very careful. We don't know how long we have here on earth, and not to sound morbid, but it is the truth. We don't know. We don't know. And so we should just take every day that we have with our children, with our families, at our jobs, doing things that we love. Be grateful for it. Be grateful for it. And if we see our brothers and sisters, whether it be in the deen or in humanity, and they're not as fortunate as us, make dua for them, because you don't know. You don't know, and make dua that Allah doesn't test you in that way either. Assalamu alaikum.